Write what you know is a common saying. But what if you wrote what you loved? Well, that makes things a lot more exciting, and you don't really have to do that much research because you probably already know a lot about it. So let's start with character. What kind of person do you want to create? Me personally, if I start there, it's easier. Others like to begin with plot, and that's fine too. After you think about the characters and plot you want to create, then you can think about the theme. And I would tell you, if the theme can be stated in one sentence, that's your theme. I think a lot of people romanticize the idea of a theme to where they can get hung up on it. Don't ever let a concept in writing keep you from progressing. Don't get hung up on it. Because if you are, somewhere along the way, you came to believe that it was imperative for you to be able to write your story, and it's not. You might even consider taking your favorite story, whether it's a book or movie, and rewriting it and making it what you wish it had been. You change the characters, the time, the place, but the general story is pretty much the same. You can also look for things that are incredibly interesting to you that other people might not know that much about. I found vineyards and how to grow grapes for wine to be very interesting, and so I put in some study and I was able to incorporate that knowledge in the novel Young Vines. Before I started doing my research, I didn't really know what a vine dresser was. And I didn't know that the purpose of putting pebbles around the trunks of the grapevines was to keep them warm on cold nights. The stones soak up the sun's heat during the day and helps keep things warm at night. Maybe you love hunting. Well, there's a lot of movies out there where you think that it's a movie about hunting or it's a story about hunting, and really they've kidnapped someone and brought them out there and turned them loose, and now they're hunting a human. It's kind of morbid, but there's stories out there like that. What are you already an expert in? Maybe your thing is ice skating. So you might create a protagonist that's a great ice skater, and you give audiences a glimpse into what private life is like for an ice skater. And your main character might not even be the ice skater. Your main character may be the coach or the mother or the sister to the ice skater. You can take historical events and rewrite them. And Once Upon a Time in Hollywood does that. And there's other movies where the writer and directors go back and they rewrite history for the form of entertainment, but also to say, we wish that it would have ended like this. The television show Quantum Leap in the 1980s and 90s, it ran for years. They would take real things that happened, unfortunate events, and then they would show us what it would be like if those people had been saved or rescued. There's so many stories. So that's why I think it's important to write what you love, right? What you're passionate about, because readers are going to sense that passion. They're going to sense that knowledge and appreciation and understanding of the material that you're presenting.